All right, good evening, wherever you tuned in from. You're locked into White Rose Radio. And tonight we're going to be sitting down with Grauman Menace, two voices that kind of been shaping the direction and the movement behind the calm and White Rose in general. So without further ado, let's get into it. Grauman Menace, I appreciate you both being here. Um, so I guess first starting off, how are the Siege tournaments looking right now and how's the energy been overall? How's the comp going?
Yeah, 100%. So the Siege tournaments have gone pretty well. We've been having active tournaments. Um, been pretty much doing 2v2s, 3v3s. We're probably gonna have one today. How you join in those tournaments? Pretty much is you text me or play. Let us know who you're bringing. Let us know how many people you're bringing. Let us know this a day in advance, right? Because it just helps us organize server more. We started doing brackets instead, just like dropping stuff. You know what I mean? So we're doing that. The tournaments are free of admissions. You don't need to pay to join. You just need to let us know, right? Toxic free. Everyone's nice. Everyone's respectful. We keep it a great place for the community for people to join and have fun and just play the game and promote a place where like it's really really competitive with good players. We have a guy that's like number 10 for Siege in the world, so it's pretty freaking dope. So we have fun. All the tournaments are paid like for actual money. It's like $30 for each player. Say it's a 3v3, each person gets 30. Say if it's 2v2, everyone gets 25, stuff like that, right? So we're promoting a great place for that. We're promoting a great foundation for that, and having fun in the game and having fun. I pass anyone if he wants to say anything.
I think it's a great opportunity because not many other crews have done this before, and I think Grom is now one of the only people that's doing it successfully. And it's a really great community. I mean, if you just look in the Discord, I mean, it's pretty active all the time and great people. So and it's just a great place to be in general.
Awesome.
And
So,
before we continue, my bad as
mm,
well. Before we continue, I'm Grom. Nice to meet you guys. Menace, right beside me.
Menace.
Menace is over there. So yeah, I just want to let you guys know who we are. Corrupted is our host. Plague is here for Spirit and Camaraderie.
awesome. Um, so this GTA update has been it's like been a big talking point lately. So, what's y'all side of it? I'm not personally too happy about it, especially since everything is overpriced as fuck. But how's the rollout been going?
Yeah, 100%. So I think that the GTA update. I'm happy that they're giving updates. I'm not going to sound like a unappreciative person. I, I think that thinking back on it, you know what I mean. I had an opinion before. I appreciate that they are still giving the game updates and they're understanding their fan base and everything that we want for updates. Um, I'm just unhappy about the update, which I think is two separate things. I appreciate updates. I'm unhappy about the update. I think that, um, I mean, looking at it through a larger scale, right? Say you're in Rockstar Corporation and you're trying to understand, what to put in the game, and they're at the end of the day, it's a business. You know what I mean? Like, oh, we want more guys playing the game, blah blah blah. You know what I mean? So the guys that are spending money on the game aren't the PvP players who are joining in a Deluxo and taking out Mark Twos and guys who get in jets and spamming. You know what I mean? It's guys who are like, okay, I'm hopping on the game. I want this new GTR, whatever. You know what I mean? So he's gonna go do like 20,000 missions and do them, which them on the game helps Rockstar get money. And then, oh, well, the guy might buy a shark card. I don't know anyone who literally like the guys who go and orb people and do PvP. Like, oh, they sit in a lobby for 10 minutes. Like, I'm gonna orb this guy. Haha, got him 1-0. They're not gonna sit there and buy a shark card for a million. They're just gonna go buy a modded account. You know what I mean? But the guy
Yeah.
that's like, oh, I want this GTR 300. You know what? I probably can't play tomorrow, but I really want it. I just got paid. I might as well just buy the 8 million and get the car. You know what I mean? So they're catering to those people who are playing the game. I understand that. I understand it's business. I'm just unhappy because I think I would like more like weaponized updates and stuff like that. That's my take on it. I pass it to anyone who wants it.
I think I agree with you with the fact that for your average player, this update is kind of disappointing. With the fact that there's not a lot of money making opportunity, and the fact that the mansion costs a lot of money for your average player, especially if you don't have like a modded account or if you don't glitch and stuff. It's kind of expensive. But on the other hand, I feel like there are features that standalone make this update worth it. I mean, for example, in the mansion, there's three major things: the screens where you can teleport to any business, any service vehicle, any property. That alone is such a great feature, and can also be such a cheesy mechanic to abuse. And even to using the gym equipment to up your strength for new players and for people that already have the strength up, it gives you more of like a health bonus. So it's really nice. And the yoga that gives you like fast run and also fast gives modded players a boosted fast run for RNGs if people still play that now. Like there are some features that make this mansion like worth the 13 mil, but for your average player, it's kind of a letdown, especially since GTA 6 has been delayed. They had to split the update in two, right? So if you played the update, you'd notice that at the end of the update, you get a phone call, which kinda says that hey, the update isn't complete yet, but you have to wait for the next part, and they had to split it into two because of the delay of GTA 6 to kind of keep people still playing GTA Online for the shortcut money. But
Hmm.
But other than that, I feel like they did add some really nice features, especially also they added some lock-on jammers to planes, which is a really, really welcome feature to a lot of the pilot community. Um, but I feel corrupt. You said you're not really happy about the update. What are your thoughts on the update?
I just think this shit's overpriced, and I don't really. It's like you had mentioned about GTA 6, that being delayed. I think they're just trying to do whatever they can to squeeze stuff in over here to make the game, I guess, last a little bit longer or make it more appealing. But it's a two-sided coin, you know. Uh, like some stuff is a letdown to, PvP players. Some stuff is a letdown to guys who just get off of work and just want to play the game and chill. I think it could go both ways. Overall, I'm not too like fond about it. That's just me though. Uh, yeah, that's my take. But
I think that like honestly, he just gave like a lot of education on like the update, and yeah, that's solid. I mean, I didn't I considered some of that, but I didn't really fully consider the whole entire
yeah,
grasp of it. So like, you kind of just turned my opinion like mid podcast about the update. I appreciate that.
I mean, just take something for like the strength boost. If your strength is already maxed out, for example, and do the 10 workouts, for example, if you have BST on, you can take an extra combat MG shot. Now, that may not sound crazy, but in a fight, one shot can make the difference between you getting that score or not getting the score. And
yeah,
especially, also, not a lot of people know this, but like if you use BST with armor, with an explosive, you can withstand one explosive, and with the armor now, you have more health after you've withstanded the explosive. So there's just some things some features that alone make the mansion kind of worth it in my eyes.
Yeah.
right. Um, I guess with all that being said, we just talked a little bit about, you know, kind of dabbled in PvP, and I guess we could go ahead and get into some comp stuff. And White Rose has got some news lately, and we're gonna get into that real quick. And for the people tuning in who might be new, Grom, if you don't mind breaking it down for us real quick, what is WRA and what crews are active in it right now?
Yeah. So the WRSO Alliance. So pretty much what that is it's more or less like a way to help out the community. We've been on this say train that's pretty much to like help out the community and whatnot. I understand that like the crew itself had a rep a long time ago with the previous owners, but as it stands right now, WRSO has been doing its most to be able to like promote a healthy community, help out like the kids playing the game and stuff. Because like honestly, the why I even go out to do all this for the community is I've had my time in the community, right? 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, having fun, staying up, 17 years old, going not going to school, whatever. I'm sick, whatever. I'm on the game, having fun with like red or whatever, right? You know what I mean? And then, you know, um, next day morning, I have to go to sleep at 10 p.m. Wake up, go to school, come back. I'm on the game, right? So I feel like I had my time. You know what I mean? And I want to do something for like the younger generation, the new guys playing. I want to make it even more fun and more opportunities that I had growing up, right? Say some. Oh, there's a VIP giveaway. I only got to pay $3 to join, and I can get 10, $20. It's only 10 people in the VIP giveaway. Oh, this is sweet. You know what I mean? Or oh, they're doing a paid deathmatch event with all these different crews, and I can join that and earn $20 because I'm 17 and I don't have a job, and you know what I mean, blah blah blah, and third. So I'm creating these opportunities for people to have fun and enjoy the game, and that's pretty much what it is, what it's turned into. You know what I mean? Like, of course, like we hop on GTA, we have a reputation to protect. We play the game, we fight. We're pretty much the biggest military crew on GTA with a big league reputation. You know what I mean? So obviously that's up to be upheld, but I'm just changing the direction of more or less to help out other groups and crews. So the pretty much this whole WRA thing is to help them with their publicity, get their organization up in their crew, to help them format what it means to be a successful group, right? So like media wise, helping them out with their stuff, with their YouTube, helping them out with their Instagram, helping them out with their whatever, you know what I mean? Combat wise, telling them, you know what I mean? These trainings, fighting, hosting these little death matches for so they can earn money and stuff for their group. You know what I mean? Security wise, make sure that no one's gonna take their group from them or hit them off and do crazy stuff online. You know what I mean? So like it makes me happy knowing that I'm helping out all these other groups and whatnot as well. And how you apply for that is you just text me. Once you text me, we talk. I tell you the terms and whatnot. It's pretty respectable terms, I think, on our part, and then whatever terms that you want to come forth with and whatever, then we'll talk about that and operate well, and then we'll have a speech about it and we'll work it out. You know what I mean? So it's really just to help out the community and promote crew leaders that are new, and even if you aren't new, you just want to ally with WRSO. We just had our PMC back from 2016 re-ally with us. You know what I mean? So shout out to them. I'll put their links in the description. But yeah, so it's just to promote the community and create a happy, uh, commoditable place for people to game and have fun with. You know what I mean? We try to take the toxicity out and say no to that in this community thing that we're doing, so that you don't have to worry about, hey, it's 2 in the morning and these guys are killing my member and telling me to harm myself over a video game, because that's not needed. You know what I mean? Whereas that's what we had to grow up in. You know what I mean? And trying to do better and generation wise make things better for the next people, next gamers coming in, because we all like this military community stuff. We all been here for a minute. You know what I mean? Just trying to make it better and fix things where you go. It's like when you walk down the street, you see a piece of trash on the floor. Why not just pick it up and throw it in a trash can? You know what I mean? So that's pretty much what I'm doing. That makes sense, right? So yeah, that's pretty much what it is. I can pass to the next person, whoever wants it, or if anyone wants to talk about anything.
I think while we are addressing other crews, I'd like to answer some questions from people that are already kind of in the group, and there's some, there's not a lot, and there's also some people that are interested and have some questions of their own. For example, there is a question about these so-called terms. Now, when Grom says terms, I think he doesn't mean that literally. You're not selling your soul, right? It's kind of just common sense, like you help me, I help you, kind of thing. It's nothing crazy. Uh, Honestly, like he's not gonna expect you to be a slave, right? Like it's a we help each other. We help make each other. We help each other have a fun time on this game, and I think that's what games are for, right? It's to have fun, and that's another reason why this is such a great opportunity for other crews to join in as well. Um, Another question, which is fair. I mean, this game is competitive still. People have asked if two crews are in this group now, can they still CVC? Of course you can. I mean, it's friendly competition, right? So as long as it doesn't turn toxic, because the whole point of this is to like be a group, right? Be a friendly group and have fun. So CVCing against friendly crews is completely fine as long as it is under respectable rules. And I think Grom is already typing up like just some common rules that everyone in the group can agree to, just to make it respectable and fun. Um, yeah, that's kind
Awesome.
of.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, and like what I want to do it as well is like I want to open it to like, hey, like you understand, I'm one brain. You know what I mean? So like, what if like corrupted, or say he leads a group and he has like an idea, and his idea is a sound idea. You know what I mean? That's great. We'll go ahead. We'll all review it and implement it into the entire thing that we've made. You know what I mean? It's not like, oh, White Rose owns it. I don't. We're past that. Okay, I don't need a freaking ego and be like, oh, I own this and cool super operation thing. We're past that. I've already done my time in the community, right? I've already accomplished pretty much anything I need to accomplish. We're making money off the Discord. We're making money off YouTube. We're making money off You know what I mean? There's nothing I need to do to ego to freaking be like, oh yeah, we're the best crew and blah blah blah. Right? We it's already established, right? So what we're trying to do now is help out the community and grow it and yada yada yada. We've already pretty much talked about it, right? So that's pretty much the answer I think that we have, unless corrupted has something that he wants to say.
No, and I guess with all that being said, or with everything that both of y'all just said about growing and keeping things alive, and you've already done everything. You're also continuing to do more things, so we can go ahead and talk about that. In regards to the transition over to Xbox, how has that been?
Yeah, of course. So we're looking to we start a group on Xbox. We already have someone leading that. He's a great dude. His name's AK. He's pretty cool. He's a really great guy. He has Xbox. He has Siege. He has DayZ. How you get in contact to do that is just text him on Discord. I can put his Discord in the link as well. Text him. Let him know that you want to join. We'll get in a party. We'll talk. We'll chop it up. And if we like you, review you, then we'll go ahead and let you know that you're accepted or whatever. We plan to have a solid GTA group first. So if you play Xbox and you want to join it and actually help, let me know because there's also is rewards for that as well that will be given to you, and we appreciate you guys as well. So I think that answers that. Unless you want to pass it or you got nothing to say, just
You have anything to say? Minnie?
Yeah, I think also like I think we're getting a lot into this competitive nature and like, hey, there's tournaments and there's prizes. I don't think it's not necessarily just about the tournaments. It's not just about the competitiveness. I also want to reiterate that it's also just a place to get together. It's a place to have fun. It's a place to meet new people, especially, which is I think kind of the biggest goal of this group that we're making. Kind of taking a little bit of inspiration from the MC side of things, which is I think Corrupt wants to say some more on.
Yeah, we'll get into that soon. There's kind of been, well, I guess talking about crews right now, we could go ahead and get into the chatter that's going on in the community, so we can go ahead and address that, Grom. What's really going on with Dark Awakening PMC?
all right. So I don't want to sound like I'm one-sided, just arguing, going crazy, and just going Grom mode, right? So I'm just gonna like say a bit of the story, whatever, and then just talk about it. You know what I mean? So um, I mean, me and DRK a long time ago, we were friends. He had someone in the crew called EMT Big Dog. EMT used to be part of WRSO, so I was like, okay, this guy's obviously going to be a friend. Thought EMT had a good rep with WRSO. Maybe I was wrong, maybe I wasn't. However, apparently he was also a rat in the OG crew. Didn't even know at the time, so I didn't even care. I was like, yo, we can be friends. Made an alliance thing. We helped him in one battle. It was all snowing and everything. And if it becomes to an argument, I will gladly show the video of me like 20-0ing his member because I don't care. So all that happened. He went dark for like a year or two. He came back again, saw his crew. I was like, hey, we're already doing this alliance thing. Let him know because we come to this thing where like we're out a lot of and this is I'm gonna tangent, but I don't want to tangent, but I'm gonna have to tangent. I'm sorry. A lot of these alliances and these group like agreements and stuff, it's all been ran horribly in the community, right? Like 2017, 2016, 2018. Hey, Menace, you have UAM1. I'm WRSO, right? Or hey, you're SEAL. I'm White Rose. Let's ally. Okay, bet. Hey, we're allied now. We're fighting DOTF. We need backup. We're in the lobby. No questions asked. I'm in the lobby helping out. You're operating. He's operating. We're all doing stuff, right? Hey, I'm posting something on YouTube. Let me repost it for you. Don't even have to ask me. Hey, I just got some VPNs. Does your crew need VPNs? Who has a computer? Do you need some help? Can I help you out? You know what I mean? Like the level of respect that alliances had back then have drowned all the way freaking down. And I don't know how that happened. I don't know why that happened, but again, like I said, right? Like walking down the street, picking up the trash, fixing problems, right? I want to fix that, right? So to fix that, I wanted to go to each crew and offer them an alliance, offer them to work with us, offer to help them out, and refortify the community based on the true values that it should have back then, which is respect, honor, and having a great time and kicking ass while doing it, right? So that's what I want to do. And that's pretty much the gist of it, my side. Um, yeah, yeah. I think that's
Awesome.
yeah.
And while we're on that subject, and Minutes, maybe you can uh, interject over here too. But what happened with CAF one, Grom?
Um, again, like basically what I just said. You know what I mean? Like, hey, I don't like. We have a problem with corrupted because he did this in the past. You know what I mean? Either we sort him out, get in a party, me, you, Menace, we all talk, or I kick him out, or hey, Plague is being extremely rude to my members, and obviously you told her to stop because you're the leader. That's the first warning. She doesn't stop. You're a leader of your group. Control your members or get them out. Simple. You know what I mean? Same thing goes to me.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm supposed to be controlling corrupted, and he's over spamming the N word, and I told him to stop, and he's still not stopping. So what's my next step? Get him out the crew or control him. If I can't control him, get rid of him. Simple. Why would you have someone in your crew anyway? You can't doesn't listen to you. You know what I mean? No, I'm not gonna stop saying N word. He's not in your crew anywhere. He's doing whatever he wants. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
the whole thing was to operate with DRKA and make something an ally, whatever, and help them out. Like repost their stuff, help them where they need help at, help them reorganize their crews. I think they just came back pretty much, and he pretty much went back and tried to tell FBGM some weird stuff, saying that he was going to cure the curse of calm, saying that he didn't care about his crew, and then basically just going through like a midlife crisis and just tweaking out. I don't know. Kind of seemed like he was like on like an acid attack or something, but maybe Minus can talk for him or on his behalf. I don't know. He just seemed like he was going through a lot mentally and had a lot mentally rambling on. Maybe he thought I was going to snake him out, something like that. I don't know what I would snake him out for. He doesn't have anything I need. He doesn't have anything I want. I make money off the free freaking game and does in the third. He doesn't. So I don't know what leverage or anything I could have made off of him. So I don't know what he was protecting. His crew has like 3 people in it, and they're inactive, and I don't know. Maybe his 200K botted views is what he wanted to keep his reputation. I don't know.
So I can kind of interject here. I mean, with the CAF situation, CAF one situation, the leader unknown. I mean, it's his first crew. He hasn't really done anything like it before. He doesn't really know how the politics, if you want to call it like that,
Yeah,
how the
yeah.
politics work.
I meant DRK by the way.
Yeah, but we were talking about CAF originally.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
just I'm just going back to that. The thing about DRK, I can't speak to why he did what he did. I've known him for a very long time. Even before everything happened, I went to him. We'd spoken apart a little bit, and he genuinely seemed interested in joining the alliance. And then all of a sudden, the day after, it came out that he just tried doing some stuff behind our backs, and obviously that's his fault. So it's not like we didn't try, right? I think the thing that I kind of want to say is this group we're making. There has to be kind of an equality to it. We are gonna do our best to help, but you also need to do your best to help as well. And I think I don't think Execute wanted to be in a partnership like that. I think you kind of wanted to have that upper hand. If you go to his side of calm, you go to his side. Like you go to all those news channels, like you'll just see that there's some stuff that happens over there where it just looks like Alliance isn't this only like this. Alliance isn't the thing he's looking for. Um, and then on that subject of alliances that didn't really go well, the situation with CAF one, I can kind of speak on his behalf as well. I was in CAF one before, like for a little bit. I was helping them out. I felt sorry for the leader because since it was his first crew. But I think this the guy we're talking about, like we were originally allied. WRSO was allied with CAF One for a little bit, and then one of his members like started speaking up, and then Grom, which is oh no, it's fair. What you want to do, you didn't want the guy to be in the alliance, and the leader just didn't want to kick him out. And I think it has something to do with the fact that he's new and he doesn't really know how these things work anymore. So you can't really blame the dude, but he's also super busy. So honestly, all luck to him and all luck to CAF One. It's just maybe this alliance wasn't for him.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
I mean, if he ever wants to come back and reopen that book with WRSO, right? I don't mind helping him out. Not saying like, oh, I'm just on a pedestal, but like reality is reality, right? WRSO has a lot of support and power, but I'm not even talking about that to sound like that. I mean, help him out as a person. He was a good dude. I respected him. I had fun chilling in the party with him. He was a great dude. I just didn't agree with the situation, the way it was handled. If he wants to handle the situation, he can reopen and rekindle, and I don't mind helping him out in any kind of way, form, or fashion.
Awesome. So I guess with the next uh order of business, holiday season's here. So Merry Christmas to anybody who's watching, and y'all drive slow in the snow. Please be safe. Anything special coming up for Christmas that the community should know about? Events,
100%.
anything?
So, yeah. So on January 1st, we're might do a little small Christmas giveaway, but January 1st is the big giveaway, right? So I'm gonna give away $500. I'm gonna do it by tens, but for all VIP allied crews. So if you're in FEGM, if you're in any other crew that the O'Carlin family, any other crew that's allied with WRSO, you're automatically grandfathered in, right? If you're a VIP member or you're in WRSO, right? So, um, yeah, you join that, and then on January 1st, I'm gonna be giving another 500 again, right? Like tons of money. Spin the wheel, boom, 10, 10, 10. You get 10, you get 10, you get 10. Spins nonstop, like low buttloads of money. Everyone's getting money, right? Everyone's gonna enjoy New Year. We're gonna set off straight, and then starting January 1st, 2026, um, anyone who makes it into WRSO, like the actual tag and everything, like we choose you to grandfather you in the crew. We'll have a ceremony when you join. And for now on, from that moving forward, we will opt in. If you want your PS Plus paid for, we'll pay for you. But that's it.
Awesome. I guess going circling back to the crew aspect of things, White Rose has been experimenting with some new directions. Can you talk about this like hang ground MC style recruitment and what that means? Like what's that? What is that meant to accomplish? Because we've talked about this too. It's hard to find like loyal people. Is this gonna like weed out the bad eggs of the community? What do you
Yeah,
think?
100%. So what I think, or my mental behind it, right, is that we don't have a White Rose doesn't have a problem recruiting people, right? A lot of people want to join WRSO, right? They text me on my Discord. They text random members in the crew. They text on my PlayStation account. They text on my TikTok stuff. They want to join the crew, right? They want to freaking join, right? It's not a problem. I don't think the loyalty aspect is also a problem. I think people really do want to join. They really want to operate and be part of the group, right? The thing is that we're looking for a specific type of people, right? So, and that is what we figure out with this system, right? It's meant to weed out the people that are deemed on White Rose. Um, I don't want to say worthy; sounds cringy, but we know what we want, and if you want what we got, you'll know by when you join. So if you join in, be a good dude, help out, respect
Sure,
people here, promote camaraderie, promote growth in the crew, and have a fun time with the guys, then you should have no problem getting WRSO tag me part of the family. That's my answer.
sure, awesome. And talking about MC style of things, there's a White Rose MC. So, what's our direction there?
Yeah. So reached out to them, told them stop flying the White Rose tag. You're not WRSO. We've talked about doing this in the past to them. So pretty much we're gonna blackball them out. You know what I mean? Like they're not gonna be a crew anymore. Um, we're probably gonna start a White Rose MC. And then if you if you like MC stuff, then dude, you're free to join. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's pretty much it.
All right, all right. Some people ask whether White Rose is only for, I guess, uh, how should I put it? Is White Rose really paying for like members
Yeah.
PS Plus? Because some people they say like I guess there's just a lot of liars going out, and maybe you could clear that up. Like, I guess people think that it's too good to be true that the leader would like, and I guess
No,
I
it's
could
fine.
kind of,
No, it's fine. It's fine. So, like I said, right? Every person who's participated in the tournament, I've never heard anyone saying that, oh, I didn't get paid or oh, blah blah blah. I haven't vouched. We have like 70 plus vouchers in the Discord channel. You know what I mean?
right,
And we have more than enough the money to make it. We get money off the shorts. We get money off the YouTube videos. Right? So that's probably about like banking like 150 ish a month off the YouTube, and then plus with that Discord, we make money off that. Right? So making about like was it like 80, 90 something a month off Discord, and then the VPN services we do that we make money off that, and then we also make money off the. We just started back selling modded accounts. We make money off that, right? So doing all that, managing that effectively, we have way more than enough to promote members and make sure that we're paying, we're covering their PS Plus and everything, taking care of them. And I mean, one member just now, it's their birthday. We just bought them BO3 and Origins and gave them $80 for being a WRSO, right? So special things like this we like to do for our members and stuff because we care about them. We actually do want to have them be happy, and you don't know what someone's going on with, right? Say like
Yeah.
some, you know what I mean? Yeah. So you don't know what type of day they're having. We just want to make them have a great day and smile and put a smile on their face and let them know they're appreciated, and we're very charismatic towards our members. You know what I mean? So
Right,
that's the
and
thing.
I
So
was hesitant on asking this because there's gonna be some people watching this like, oh, Grom gives away free shit. Let me just go ahead and deride him until the end of time. Even though there's some snake ass people just roaming around. So this is not like a cue for anybody who's like on bad terms with the Grom to just, I guess, suck up to him and just take what you want. You got to show the respect, and respect is earned. Uh, and that's kind of my take on that. But
I 100% agree.
yeah. Uh,
I think also just want to say like if you plan on joining White Rose just to get the money, I think like we are a family, but obviously family stands up for each other, and I think joining just for
yeah,
the money is not really, I don't think we are making a friendly group, but
right.
that's not
And
the
that
kind
goes
of
back
value
to
that we want to
this
bring.
this hang ground, this hang ground style recruitment that we're doing. You're not just gonna join and expect to, be given like $50 PSN cards. Uh, like I said, respect is earned, and that's really my take on that. Um, I guess the next order of stuff would be your opinion on something that kind of is kind of like a mixed feeling, especially in this community. You've got players from all over the all over the map, and how do you personally feel about the base demon slash the EU com members, being part of the mix?
I think that the EU guys really ride the community well. That sounds weird. Let me rephrase that. I think the EU guys really like do a lot in the community and keep the community alive well. I think that like even from back then, a lot of the players that were like diabolic at combat were all like EU, right? I think that like Sedney, um, George, all those people were like really good at the game. I think that they're on a lot as well. They're active because time difference as well. So it's like they keep the community popping and alive. So I appreciate that you people who play in the community. I mean they love to argue. Uh, it's freaking funny. You know what I mean? I would say that right now, I think the only reason that the community is alive is honestly maybe because the EU people. You know what I mean? Not to just glaze them. That's not what this question's for. But I mean, uh, well, a lot of my close friends are from the UK, Blaze, Red, SJ, AJ. You know what I mean? So it's like Menace is here as well. So it's like a lot of the guys that like are keeping the community alive right now is the EU players. You know what I mean? So this I think that everyone should just appreciate them and say something and be like thanks for being a part of the community. So this is my thanks to them. Because I'm not just gonna like come up with an idea and say something and then just yap. You know what I mean? I'm gonna say what I think and what I believe. And honestly, if you look at it, back then, 2018, 2019, 2020, it was mainly the Americans. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you're making crews and doing this and the third. And now you look now, 2023, 2024, 2025, it's literally nothing but Brits. And to put that in perspective for you, let's do this right now, okay? DRK just made the crew back, right? Owned by Europeans, right? FEGM owned by Europeans, right? CAF1 owned by Europeans, right? So it's a pattern. You know what I mean? It's a back to back pattern. You know what I mean? So it's like you just gotta appreciate that. You know what I mean? So that's
Yeah.
pretty much all I have to say.
And Menace, you yourself being from the EU, what do you think about? I don't want to sound ignorant and say their place in the community, but how do you think they're keeping things going? Do you think it's like toxicity, or do you think that they're kind of
I feel like I feel like it's just the diversity, to be honest with you. Like since like America, like obviously America is also super diverse, and there's a lot of different cultures in America. I mean, depending if you're from North or South or Brazil, wherever. Like America is also very diverse, but I think EU also just it packs a lot in a small package. So that kind of makes sense. EU is kind of a small thing in comparison to, for example, America, and there's a lot of different cultures. You have your your UK, you have your Danes, you have your Germans, which always brings the good techno to the party. It's that
Sometimes.
diverse. It's that it's that I think it's that diversity that keeps things fresh. If you only had if you only talked with certain people constantly, you kind of I don't want to say grow bored of it, but you kind of grow used to it in a way. You kind of grow like it doesn't feel as special anymore. But I feel with EU players, you have it's super easy to find to find two EU players that are from completely different sides, but yet they share the same almost want to say passion for GTA. And I really think it's that the diversity that keeps things fresh and keeps things popular.
Right.
It's well put together.
Sure, sure. Looking ahead now, what's the real vision for White Rose and the community as a whole?
Yeah, so first answering for White Rose, right? So a couple things, right? We're gonna continue to make our presence back on GTA. We're gonna reorganize and structure the group, right? Reorganize how it was like group rank wise, like how it was in the in traditional standpoint. We're gonna continue to operate on Rainbow and different games as well. Might be bringing a Call of Duty kind of type scene. Um, because someone talked to me about that, and I really think it's actually a pretty good idea. Like a COD team, like an EA type COD team thing, in our actual own White Rose owned EA Siege group, and then we can fight other groups and participate in that. So we're probably gonna be doing that. We're going to continue to provide security to other crews who are allied with and our group as well. Um, so yeah, my thing to you guys as well, I would probably get a laptop. Um, yeah, I'd probably get a laptop and secure yourself, right? We're gonna continue to um, run strikes and raids, whatever we got to do to these crews that decide to not be aligned and not help out on blah 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 this and the third, right? We're going to continue to promote a healthy community for the gamers in our community. Continue to do the VIP giveaways, do the tournaments, help people in need when they ask, "Hey, I need help with this, need help with that." We're just going to continue to have fun in the game and have a blast, and continue to respect our own members and appreciate them and appreciate the group, and continue to uphold the traditions of WRSO, um, and dominate and decimate. That's pretty much it.
Awesome. And that being said, dominating and decimating, what's the secret sauce that you got? Like, how does White Rose keep the community active and connected and just moving forward? Because you never really seem to run out of ideas.
What I think it honestly comes from is that like my want to actually help people out and be part of a community where everyone knows each other. Hold on one second.
Yeah.
Where everyone knows each other, right? It's I mean, every day, the past couple of weeks, I've been thinking, okay, how can I make it more fun for these people? How can I, um, give them the opportunities, making money, this and third. How can I make it less toxic for these guys to be able to, for new people to hop in the server and be like, oh, okay, these guys play on Xbox, I have Xbox, and I play Daisy. Oh, okay, these guys play on Siege, and I can hop on, not have to worry about being called, oh, this word, that word, and just play the game, oh, win a tournament, make some money, go about my business, and then have fun. And then tomorrow they're doing another tournament as well. Yeah, I'll hop on and play with them. Yeah, it's a great fun place to be around. You know what I mean? So I think that's what we're going to continue to go down that line. We're going to continue to go down with supporting other groups and protecting them and helping them build a foundation any kind of which way or form that we can. We're going to continue to, like I said, uphold the traditional values of WRSO, which is do the best that we can every single day and pick up the trash off the street and throw it away and do the right thing. I think that we're going to continue to just be better every single day. You know what I mean? That's pretty much it. That's all we've pretty much done every single day.
Awesome. Mans, you have anything to add to that?
Yeah, I feel
Yeah.
like um, doing something like this is a very hard thing to do. I think I think a lot of people can vouch for this. A lot of crews tried doing the same thing that Grom was trying to do, making a big group, making a big community, and like I think you'll find that people will join and then they'll try and backstab. Like people are just like that. But I think with us, it's kind of different because we kind of have the skill to back up, and we have the resources to back us up, and we have the dedication to back us up, which a lot of these other crews have failed in multiple aspects before us. So I think just in raw resources and raw dedication, I think we already we already beat some of the other like groups that have tried being made in the past.
Right, right. And
I agree.
yeah, yeah, that's awesome, man. But that's our frequency for tonight. All questions have been asked, and y'all got nothing but the truth. Grom and Menace, I want to thank y'all. Y'all both held the line and said what needed to be said. And whether these community people agree or not, they definitely heard y'all. Um, I also want to commend y'all because the I guess the mindset that both of y'all have. Y'all been picking these goals. Y'all been having this mindset of conceiving an idea, believing it, then achieving it. You're not just throwing in ideas in the air anymore. You are picking these goals, whether they be short term or long, and actually moving in on them. And that's growth. That's what we're here for. And a lot of people talk about how they're gonna do this, that, and the third, whereas you guys are executing it, making it happen. Y'all visualize it, lock in, and then y'all go out and make big moves. And that's leadership energy, and I gotta commend you on that. And you know, the community, they feel it, whether they say it or not. I'm not even trying to sound arrogant, but White Rose is the center of the calm, whether people like to, admit it or not.
Oh yeah, 100%, hundred
And
hundred
I'm
percent.
right.
Yep.
And I'm not saying this to be cocky, and I'm not saying that White Rose runs on clout. It has a structure, it has a presence, and it applies pressure. A lot of people, really don't. And to the crews, that are tuned in, who got something bad to say or just want to hate all the time and got nothing else better to do. They're just ghosts, watching from a bunch of burner tags and thinking about switching sides, doing all this shit. And, we see y'all. We know who y'all are. And, yeah,
I
y'all
would
keep
go as
trying.
far. I would go as far to say that like honestly, you can like really like put like a group into four baskets. Either they hate WRSO, um, they make a group against WRSO and try to ally a whole bunch of groups, or they want what WRSO. I'm not saying they want to be WRSO. They want what WRSO has, so they're trying everything they can to chase that. Or they're
Right,
freaking literally blatantly copying off us.
right. And how many guys have we seen doing that without saying any names? Guys who have been in the crew who make a crew very similar to White Rose Society. And, some of these guys, they get it all wrong. Like, you got some guys creating like these these like geopolitical like neo-Nazi groups, and that's not what we're here for.
Yeah, no.
Uh,
Actually, the whole White Rose name started from anti-German, anti-German.
right,
They're a German group. They're anti-Nazi group back in World War II that fought against the Nazis and whatnot. So I don't know why. And that's the thing as well. I want to say as well before we cut all this. There's a lot of weird groups who practice this weird Nazi stuff. I don't know why they do it. Like the TWR people. I don't know why. And I'm pretty sure he's like a femboy or something. I can't say what they would do to you over a podcast, but I just want you to know what you're reading is not helping your mental state, and I think that you need to seek some help, get therapy.
awesome.
Yeah.
Um,
And I think circling back to the topic of, other crews that try and copy White Rose, and I'm going to use an analogy for this. I feel a lot of these other crews use kind of the android and like the android mentality of like you're promising a lot, and then like they might do it, but then it
Not
won't be
consistent.
consistent exactly. Whereas in White Rose, and this has been something that has been kind of echoing through the channels, right? Where it doesn't look like White Rose might be doing something, but it's kind of that. And like obviously I'm not picking a side, but it's kind of that Apple mentality of like they only release something when they know for sure it's gonna work, right? So White Rose only says something when they know for sure it's gonna work. So even though it might not seem like something, a lot of things are happening, that there's a lot of things happening in the background that only gets released when we know it's gonna work for sure.
Yeah, 100%.
Right.
And I feel like that comes from like even when I was like when I started out, Walt, the OG owner of WSO was kind of my mentor and like not really like full on my mentor, but he would like, hey, educate me on stuff because he's been here longer than me, obviously, right? So it's like he would talk and be like, a couple things you understand, right, as a leader as well as that like your word means value, right? So if I go tell you, hey, I'm gonna give you $20 for being a tournament, and I don't give you $20, right? Whether I like it or not, you're gonna take that in your brain and you're gonna think about that, right? And then I go tell Corrupted, hey, if you don't do this right now, there's going to be repercussions. I'm going to join your lobby and I'm going to ruin your group. And then I don't do any of that. He's going to think about that, right? And now we're all at this table and we're talking about something, whatever topic we're talking about, and all you're thinking about is, well, he said this last time, and he said you can do this last time. He didn't do it. So whatever he say, she say, you ever hear about WRSO, unless I said it or unless you've heard it from me or you've seen it from me, don't listen to anything. And unless you full on have visual evidence of me doing something or saying something or saying I'm gonna do something, don't listen to whoever's telling you. Because anything that I say, I'm gonna do. Anything that I tell you is gonna happen is gonna happen. Anything that I tell you that's not gonna happen is not gonna happen. And then we take word and credibility extremely high in WRSO, right? So understand that. I'm not gonna screw anyone over. Just screw anyone over. I don't need nothing from anyone. No money, no nothing, right? So I want you to understand that if there's one thing you take away from me as a leader, as a person, that I value my word. I don't just say words and don't mean them, right? And I'm not saying that to sound like a threat or anything like that. I'm saying that as in like a person to person, like a human mutual connection, right? If you tell me something you don't want this said, I won't say it. If I tell you give my word, I'm gonna give you something, I'm gonna give it to you. If I tell you I'm gonna do something to you, I'm gonna do something to you, right? So just understand that.
Right. Right. And with all that being said, we're gonna go ahead and close this. And I just want to say to all the other crews watching, y'all remember, please remember who built the runway that y'all are taking off from. And lastly, I want to thank you guys for doing this. Thank you, Venice and Grom. Uh,
Appreciate you. Appreciate you,
this
man.
has been White Rose Radio and Corrupt Out.
Understand.